Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we are joined by our residential monthly visitor from the Dubois County Museum, Kathy Bachman, who is the secretary of the board at the Dubois County Museum again. And we have Kathy in today to talk about all kinds of fun things at the museum, as well as the wonderful year you guys have had in 2020 and kind of some things to look forward to. So, of course, welcome. We love having you here. So, Kathy, tell me about these amazing Christmas-themed events that you just had and all the fun things that we kind of talked about last time you were here.
Okay, it has been a busy and enjoyable November and December. You think Christmas is just December, but no. We start way back in November, and we start decorating Christmas trees and have our opening on the 15th of November. And this year we invited our towns to come in, and we put the trees by the murals, which was very well received by people. And we invited organizations to decorate a tree. So we had 39 trees that we said, hey, let's put them up for a vote. And so invited the public to come in and vote on their favorite tree. And it really has been an interesting discussion when people come in. I say, hey, did you vote for the tree? Yeah, you know. So I have the tallies right here on my paper, and I did send it out to the press, and I'd like to acknowledge these people. Like I said, we had 39 trees. We had 16 communities that were positioned in front of the murals and Columbia Township, and then as well as our own trees that we decorated. And they were exceptional. So the winning tree was the military tree, which is decorated every year by Linda Mason and Margie Pope. And they did just a terrific job on their lights and things they added to the tree that made them the #1 tree. There was one that was called Tall Nature that had a lot of wooden things on it, metal objects, and it just, I was like, where'd you get all that things? And Claire Fromey, our coordinator, actually decorated it. And then the third place team was Bird's Eye, the town of Bird's Eye, and it was actually a wooden structure that looked like tiers, and it formed a tree, a white frame with some greenery on it, and trains and houses and whatever you can think of with Bird's Eye. So they did a great job, and we really appreciate the people that decorate the trees, because we always hear, wow, we're really kind of busy this year, but they come out and they still decorate their tree, and so we thank all those volunteers that do that. And now on January 9th, we're going to take them all down. So we invite the public to come in and help us take down the ornaments, put them in a specific box. Claire Fromey coordinates all that. We get those all put away and stored up on the second floor of the museum, and it's great for the next year. All we have to do is pull out a box and say, where's this going this year? So
if only it was that easy at home. Yeah, so you have volunteers who ended up setting up and decorating these trees, and you're asking the public for volunteers to help tear them down and put them away again.
That's right. We depend so much on our volunteers. We're actually in need of a volunteer right now that maybe could help take up some carpeting squares. We have our room 3 that has carpeting that is just carpeting squares, the same bluish color. And we have more of them. We would like to have that person pick up some of the ones that are soiled and replace them. And so we're in search of someone that maybe has that expertise and can come in and do that, maybe to volunteer or for a small amount. And we would really appreciate that. As we move on to 2023, man, when I thought of 2023 years ago, I went, that's too far in the distance.
And now it's here.
It's here. It is crazy. we're looking at a schedule for 2023, and right now what we do is we go through the month and we just put the minimum things that we think we're going to do on it, and you think, that is not very busy. Oh my gosh, by the end of the year, we have added so many things to that. What's happening right now, coming up in January, is we'll do our story time on the second Saturday of the month with Carrie Holsworth, and she does that at 10:30 in the morning. I really haven't got with her yet to see what her themes are. Maybe snow is January's. The third Wednesday of the month is Play Day for mothers of preschoolers, and that program just has really taken off. In February last year, we introduced a exhibit of toys and dolls, and I said, "Wow, let's invite preschool kids to come in, or maybe even some preschool classes, and for 2 days for that opening." And that started that program, and they said, "Oh, can we do this? Can we do this every week?" And I said, "I don't think I have the energy for that, but okay," because I run the program.
Yeah.
So we bring down all these play sets, like a table and chairs, a kitchenette, a little bus, so just with fabric or the top of things, a fire truck. And the kids come out and they just play. And we usually have some food.
I was going to say, I bet the kids probably love it, and the parents probably love it even more, getting out of the house, kind of getting them, it's, especially in January, people are getting kind of cramped up. You mentioned the snow. It's getting time to kind of bust out and kind of explore the community, so that would be perfect for people who are itching to kind of feel the community, get a different feel besides being at home. So.
And we do charge admission, but we offer a yearly membership, so you can buy the membership, and children under 4 are free. So the $5 for the adult, it's only $25 for a year-long membership for one person. So in 5 visits, you have made up your money, and you are in the black there.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5 visits to your favorite coffee shop. It's a fill up of gas. It's really not that substantial. I didn't know the price of the membership, but that's a good price.
Right, and then $40 for a couple and $50 for a family.
No, that's good.
And then it goes from the time you sign up, like if you sign up in January, it'll go to January. But if you signed up last September, it'll go to next September.
Exactly 12 months.
Yes, 12 months. Coming up then in February, we have our in January, we have our membership dinner that we invite our members to come, and we're going to do a really unique program that night. They have gotten things in the mail, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I'm going to just say membership dinner is the 26th of January. In February, we have invited Craig Burnt. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, Craig. B-E-R-N-D-T. He has written a book on the Ferdinand Railroad.
Oh.
And people have been calling us, "Do you have that book?" We sell out. We get more. "Do you have the book?" Well, we just sold out. It's just like, woo. So he's coming on February 4th. He's going to talk about his book. He's going to read from the book, and then he'll have books that he will sign. So at 10:30 in the morning, it's a Saturday, so come out and hear Craig, and if you want a Ferdinand Railroad book, or I think it's called the Ferdinand Railroad.
Remind us of the date again.
February 4th.
February 4th, Saturday at 10:30 a.m. So people know that this is the prime time. You got to come, got to get books signed, and I mean, we can still get you a book later on, but that's the time. You got to come and get it. So that's important.
He realized he needed a second printing, so yay, so we will have books then. So we We are publishing in our calendar as is in press releases and such, and we just invite you to come out to the museum, see what's new. In March, we're going to do, it's called A Stitch in Time. It's a exhibit on quilting and sewing and stitchery items. So that's a biggie that our exhibit team is working on right now. There's just so much planning that goes on with this, and I know our exhibit team is working on to bring in a lot of the woodworking items that we have and display them again. We did have a display at one time, and now we have moved that out to move something else in. And so that's coming back, and we're going to put up a display and timeline again of the woodworking industry. So there's always something different happening at the museum. So we really do invite people to come out and see us.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already sound busy. I know you said your schedule's not full yet, but it sounds like you guys are always doing stuff.
We are.
Which is good. That's what volunteer work's for. It's
That's
always a good thing to have and whatnot. So again, will you remind us what's the best way that we can kind of see when these events are going to be and kind of get more information?
Okay. Our Facebook page is always updated. I go ahead and run things on there to let people aware what's happening. And so check out our Facebook page. We are on Twitter. Mike Verkemp runs that for us. We do a member newsletter, so we'll keep membership informed there. And we run press releases periodically on the programs that are coming.
And we do, you guys do still have the website, correct?
Yes. I
of
sometimes
course.
forget that because I am so in tune to getting things on Facebook, I forget the website. So
both are equally important, but yes, at the very least, go to the website, go to all of those other things because social media is just as important. Keep everybody in the loop. So and again, let's just recap the memberships. So a 12-month membership is $25 for one adult
per person.
Yes.
And a couple is $40.
Yes.
And a family is $50.
And children under 4 are free.
That's right.
So each age group has a slightly different requirement, but everybody can come and enjoy a membership, even if it's not really if you're little, you don't really have to have a membership, but there's always something to do for all age groups at the museum.
Is. And if you do come, the admission is $5 for adult, $3 for high school, and $2 for middle school and elementary.
Very good. Like I said, it's that fancy cup of coffee and downward. It's really not that expensive.
That's right.
And
anymore.
You can come see and maybe learn something new about the community that you haven't yet. I mean, it's a good place to go, especially with the cold weather. You don't want to be outside necessarily.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me, too. We do have our walking path. So people that like to have some place to walk during the day, we're open from 10 to 2 during the week, 10 to 4 on Saturdays, and 1 to 4 on Sundays. People could come in. If they're not a member, they just pay $1, and they can maybe do a half an hour of walking for their health.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, I know in bigger cities, the local malls, they kind of just let them walk around, but this would be a walk with a view, and maybe you pick up a few tidbits.
That's right.
It's a great commodity to provide the community. All right, Kathy, is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you'd like to say to the world?
There's always something else, But come enjoy your county museum.
Definitely. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for coming in once again. I mean, you're our favorite monthly visitor, if I do say so. All right, this has been Kathy Bachman with the Dubois County Museum. Again, there's lots to do. You just have to come, stop in, and visit.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much once again. We appreciate you. And stay warm out there. This has been 18 WJTS in.form. And remember, we're local people watching local people.